Warriors. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the Bills Warrior.
Well, that didn't go the way we wanted it to, but let's remember, it's a marathon and not a sprint. Did we think the Steelers were just going to come on our turf and lie down? Especially after what we did to them the last 2 seasons, and we got a target on our back? Well, we got to get used to this, because we're one of the hunted. It's time to get back on track. What's done is done. So on times like these, we need to put forth all our energy and powers and uplift all the spirits of the Bills Warriors. We will be victorious once again. So follow me back into the football force field so we can review what we did on the beginning of our journey to destiny. We should have taken advantage of the Steelers starting 4 new offensive linemen. This was definitely an area we should have capitalized on. There was also way too many penalties we committed. 8 penalties for a total of 81 yards. 3 of them gave the Steelers first downs. We also lost the turnover battle 1-0. And special teams play was the straw that broke the camel's back. We had lots of missed opportunities that could have busted this game wide open for us. Luckily, our defense was able to limit the Steelers to 1 touchdown too many, but also did not give up many chunk plays or big scores. There was also some questionable decisions being made. Although it was doom and gloom when all was said and done, we did have some bright spots in the game as well. Let's take a look at this game. Well, Isaiah McKenzie showed up and was ready for the start of the new football season. I guess he's playing himself into a new contract from the moment the game started. 1 year may not be long enough. I don't think there's any question why we renewed his contract. It looks like he's ready to give us more production than what he provided last year. What a great play to start the season with a 75-yard kickoff return by McKenzie. However, the offense sputtered out and only managed to produce 3 points from starting at the 25-yard line. Had we been able to punch this in the end zone, the stadium would have erupted and could have taken control of the momentum early. The offense has got to capitalize on early momentum and great field position. There weren't many big touchdown plays by our offense, but here's one that Allen, I'm sure, wishes he could have back. With the right touch on the ball, puts us up 10-0 had he connected with Sanders. It is assuring that our quarterback can throw 82 yards, but let's get these throws together if we're going to take them. Here's another missed opportunity by our defense not coming away with a turnover. In and out of the hands of Tremaine Edmonds. We sure could have used the first-round talent on this play. Come on, Tremaine. We really needed this one. This could have broken the game wide open. There's no next time. You've got to make this play. The only other problem we would have had would be the offense having to actually complete the touchdown. Well, we sure do know how to mess up a good thing. Look at this awful punt right after the would-be pick by Tremaine. It doesn't get any easier than this team. The Steelers were practically giving us the game, but we couldn't dig deep enough for the inner warrior that secretly lies beneath the surface of your skin and travels through the pulse and through the veins of each and every one of you. This was our game, and you let him off the hook. Well, make no mistake about it. The one we call MVP coughed this ball up. I'm looking at a wide-open Emmanuel Sanders, but I don't think Josh Allen is. Instead, he thinks it's a better idea to make something else happen, only to be hunted down by TJ Watt. Is it that hard to hold on to a piece of pigskin for dear life? Is there some reason it needs to be held like a loaf of bread? And Darrell Williams, why exactly is Watt chasing down our MVP? Did you find him wandering all on his lonesome in our backyard and decide to give him a nice home to stay in for the day? Get it together, team, or we'll be having a long, hard journey to the promised land. Here's a thing of beauty that if only we had more of this in the game, maybe we would have came out on top victorious. Josh Allen makes a beautiful throw to Gabriel Davis, who makes a much-needed play at the time, as we weren't putting together much scoring. Also, take your attention to the great fight at the end of the catch. Relentless. Big-time players make big-time plays. Well, this pattern didn't seem to stop towards the end of the first half, so I'm not sure why it stopped at the end of the game. Another beautiful throw by Josh Allen, who hits the game star, Gabriel Davis, in the back of the end zone. You are a big-time player, Gabriel Davis, and don't let anyone forget it. And if anyone gives you crap, you tell them to come see the Bills Warrior. Ball at the Steelers 36, a 4th and 8 situation here, and we decide to go for the first down. Josh attempts to pass the ball to Gabriel Davis, who can't haul it in, and doesn't seem to be open at all. it also appears he may have had Sanders in the upper right portion of your screen. Well, better execution on this play is one thing, but a kick is well within Tyler Bass's range. Is Bass not capable of making a 53-yard field goal? We're up 10-3 near the end of the third quarter. Adding on 3 more points and being up by 10 could have caused the Steelers to change their strategy up the rest of the game. The Bills Warrior wasn't in favor of this play. To open up the season and show just what exactly is in store for all Bills Warriors, we only had the perfect opportunity to demonstrate our offensive line's massive power in front of thousands of Bills Warriors and to the rest of the universe. But the coaching play callers had other plans in mind with this play. Only 1 yard is needed, but the idea here isn't to push the pile forward. Instead, it's thrown backward for an immediate loss. There are times when plays like this might be a good idea, but the field position factor and barely holding a lead by 4 points in the fourth quarter isn't one of them. This one's getting hung up on the coaching staff. Someone's the inner Warrior coach, and you all. Here's the touchdown that gave the Steelers the lead. Notice how Wallace did get his hands on the ball to break it up. Only Johnson somehow still manages to make the catch. The effort was good by you, Wallace, but to stop this play from happening, you need to be a great, a legend, a warrior. This one will sting for a while. Perfect ball placement by Allen, right in the chest of Sanders. How he doesn't hold on to the ball is unbelievable. The continuation of this drive was necessary as the game was beginning to slip away as the Steelers had just scored a touchdown over Wallace. Had the play been completed by Sanders, it would have been for a 25-yard gain and placed us at the Pittsburgh 44-yard line. But instead, the drive stalled out as we did not pick up the third down afterwards and later had to punt the ball. There was no excuse for allowing the defender to knock this ball out of your hands, Sanders. Do whatever it takes to get the job done and summons the inner warrior that lies beneath you. When we finally arrived to the moment, the game's full momentum changed and tilted to the Steelers' favor. The block punt. Is it not the objective of the game to block the players coming toward our punter during a punt? The Steelers seem to have waltzed right through our Buffalo stables without being picked up. It only takes a few seconds. Are we asking for too much? I'm a warrior that believes if this play had been executed better, we would be undefeated now. The Bills Warriors do not accept losses without consequences. Matt Milano, number 58, jars the ball loose from Juju Smith-Schuster. What great recognition to drop off from his man in coverage to help out the corner, Levi Wallace. Then plants and delivers the devastating blow that jars the ball loose and causes the incompletion. Thanks for letting the Pittsburgh Steelers know they were in a football game, Matt. Keep these hits coming. The Bills Warriors can't get enough of them. Miami Dolphins, you are nothing but a bunch of worthless mammals that are only in the way of our vengeance. There is no hope for you. When you are struck by our harpoons and lying lifeless, we will gut you like the fishes that you are and have ourselves a nice, juicy dolphin steak. And I'm feeding for a dolphin steak right now. But most of all, the Bills Warriors are feeding for a win.